Reo Hatate apologises to the Celtic captain, but first. Last week, Celtic FC announced that the club had made a pre-tax profit of £6.1 million for the financial year ending on the 30th of June, with the club also revealing that the club made a large increase on their revenue. The club's participation in Europe will have made a huge difference to that value over the past year, with chairman Ian Bankier saying that this factor was the biggest influence on the club's finances. This could provide a boost to the playing squad at Celtic Park, with the Premiership champions in no need to sell their best players to maintain a level footing with some of their European counterparts. It obviously gives them an advantage that they don't need to sell players to raise funds or anything if the books are in good order, which they are with those latest figures for Celtic. This news was something that finance expert Dan Plumley also described as being phenomenal. We believe that aside from the welfare of the club, the fact that Ange Postecoglou is likely to be able to keep his best players will be the most important news to fans of the Glasgow Giants. The club have already refused to sell some of its stars to richer Premier League, with players such as Matt O'Reilly being linked to sides such as Leicester City and Newcastle United throughout the summer. Therefore, whilst the casual fan may not take much of an interest in financial updates, we believe that in the long run, this is actually quite significant news for Celtic fans. Reo Hatate apologises to Celtic captain Callum McGregor after red card, as star confesses, "I must learn." There was nothing lost in translation, as Reo Hatate's body language spoke louder than words over his role in Callum McGregor's red card. A blind pass late in Celtic's win over Motherwell sold his skipper short, and one professional foul later saw his teammate red-carded, as he hauled down Ross Tierney for a last-man offence. Shoulders sunk, a look of deep regret, and the naughty schoolboy demeanour was on show as he admitted there was a post-match apology to his fellow midfielder, and obvious regret. It's a measure of the standards being set by the ever-increasing influence the Japanese star holds in his team, that one blot on his copperbook spoiled a day where he'd just been confirmed as man of the match. What had he said to his colleague? Sorry. And had his act of contrition been accepted as part of a learning curve which has been arriving thick and fast? He said, "You will have to ask him." He 24-year-old's dynamic display, a taker of responsibility. Both as a driving force and willing worker, had earned the top marks, but he insists that careless moment which saw McGregor walk had taken the shine off his day and highlighted another learning curve on a career with far steeper challenges ahead. He said, "It was good to score, but then I made a mistake, so it was not good and it was not bad. I must learn from my mistake. Just do not do it this Wednesday." And on that note, have a great Monday, Celtic fans all around the world.
Roll up to the party.